Smokin Riders, what's good with you? Back at you with another video. I'm bringing this video to you. A lot of people ask me what I've had done to the bike over the time for the rebuild. You know, for those of you that know, I was in a motorcycle accident. Post some pictures of the accident, the way the bike looked. Few pictures of, you know, the rebuild. I had some problems getting the bike rebuilt. As you know, if you've seen the other video, I talked about the builder that put the bike together and the problems I had with that. But through it all, we finally made it, and Phoenix is back on the road and ready to roll. Bear with me, I have a list on my phone that I'll be reading off. But for starters, I am smoking today while I do this video. This is an apostate. I don't know if you can see that. It's an apostate Zahemla. I hope I pronounced that right. And we're sipping some Calumet 15-8 to go with the cigar. So I'm going to be sipping and smoking while we do this list. So you guys can go ahead and break out your cigar and your favorite drink and join me. And I got the black on black Smokin Riderz hat, and today I'm wearing the Smoke 'em If You Got 'em t-shirt. You can get those, you know, just hit me up if you want a shirt. We also have whiskey glasses. I don't know if you can make that out, the logo, Smokin Riderz logo. We have our whiskey glasses, wine glasses. And we're going to be coming up with some more apparel, sweatshirts, sweat jackets, stuff like that. Trying to, you know, do big things in the next coming years. But let's get with this list, shall we? So we're going to start from the front to the back, head to tail, and go from there. So on the tires, I got Michelin Commander 3s. Hell of a tire. I love those tires. They're grippy in all sorts of weather, wet roads, real sticky and dry roads, but they're a good handling, long-lasting tire, and they last longer than your average tire, which is a sweet thing. So, you know, you're not spending money on tires every riding season. The rim, the front rim, well, front and rear matching rims is DNA Specialty 21 in the front, and I believe it's an 18 in the rear. 18 or 19, I can't remember. I think it's an 18 in the rear. DNA Rise rotors as well. Performance Machine brake calipers. Clockworks slicer fender. I have the Arlen Ness hot leg lowers. They're a nice smooth chrome look, gives it a nice clean look. The engine guards, I was looking for something different than the regular Harley engine guards, and I see a lot of people had the factory 47, which are, you know, a nice engine guard, but I don't like kind of how they come out and round out. I was looking for something a little different, and came out with found the Vindicta FTP engine guards, and they're real slick and sleek. They kind of match the handlebars, so that's another reason why I like those. We went with the Advent Black chin spoiler, gives it a nice clean look in the front. Shout out to JH Choppers, man. Those guys are phenomenal. I got JH Choppers, floorboards, brake pedals, shifters, rear pegs, and they also did a custom primary cover and cam cover for me. Phenomenal. Thanks to Joel. Shout out to Joel. It was great working with you, man. I love the products. It's wonderful. Let's see. On to the turn signals. We got front and rear custom dynamics LED turn signals. They light up. And even in the front, I got the ones that are white when the turn signal's not on. They're white running lights. And that even adds extra light at night when you're riding to your headlights. So shout out to Custom Dynamics. They make phenomenal products. I love them. Harley inner and outer fairing. Clockworks 8-inch windshield. Love my Clockworks windshield. When I bought the bike originally, it had the little shorty Harley windshield on it, and that thing didn't buff no wind or nothing. I was getting beat up. My goggles were fluttering in the wind. Let's see, handlebars. LA Choppers 10-inch Prime Apes. I love these handlebars. I should have went a little higher. I think I should have went to either 12 or 14s, but the 10 inches they're nice. They're real sweet handlebars. Um, I got the mirrors, the Kuryakin Scythe Blade mirrors. They're real nice. They go right along with the handlebars and the engine guard. Kuryakin Master Cylinder covers. I did the whole engine, chrome covered out the engine, so the engine's all chromed out, and that's all Kuryakin work. So it's the Kuryakin Master Cylinder covers, switch housing, got Harley switches, Accutronics knurled grips, the hand grips there. I was worried about getting these hand grips because they're chrome hand grips and there's no rubber to them. So I didn't know if there was going to be a lot of vibration in the grips, and they are very rough. They got a good grip to them, and I was wondering if they were going to be too rough. And then with chrome grips, are they going to get hot, when the bike's sitting out in the sun or whatever? None of that. They're very smooth. I'm not getting any vibration. The way the stippling is in the grip, it's very good. It's not too rough for your hands where it's beating up your hands when you're on a long ride or whatever. I mean, I actually like these grips. They work real well. And the first time I got on the bike after it was sitting in the sun, I was just like preparing myself to be scorched. But believe it or not, they don't hold no heat. Now, the downside is I got on the bike when it was cold and the grips were cold. So I'd rather have cold grips than hot grips because I don't wear gloves a lot of times. So, except if it's, colder weather. But that worked out well. They don't get hot at all. Moving forward, we got the Harley Davidson braided cables. So I went with the braided clutch and brake cables. Cleans up the bike real nice. The audio system, I have a SoundStream audio radio. It was real cool because I was looking for, another radio. I wanted the GPS and everything instead of trying to have your phone mounted or pulling over and digging in that front pocket looking at your GPS. It's real nice. It has the Apple CarPlay and the Android Auto, so you got the GPS right on screen. It's a great radio. I love it. I'm glad I upgraded to it. The speakers I have is Diamond Audio 6.5 Neos in the front fairing, Diamond Audio M1 SRT horns, and the Diamond Audio amps. Soon as I can get an appointment in with my installer, shout out to Kazilla Audio over in Swissville. They do phenomenal work. I'm getting the Diamond Audio Neo 8-inch in the bags, so I can't wait to get that taken care of. Looking forward to that. JH Choppers again with the ignition switch cover. We got the Paul Yaffe Razorback stretch tank. That thing is just mean. I love it. We got Reinhardt branded Arlen-Ness inverted air cleaner. It looks real cool. It just goes right along with the bike. I wanted a nice, clean flow. I didn't want nothing too gaudy or too out of there, over the top. So we went with JH Choppers again for the saddlebag latches. So the saddlebag latches, the floorboards, the brake pedals, all that matches. JH Choppers is bad. They got all kind of things. They got big boards, small boards, anything you want, they have. XMFT Razor Tour Pack. Now, I know a lot of y'all might turn around and start having the mumbles and the grumbles because I got my tour pack off of Amazon. But the thing about that is that you can go ahead and spend a lot of money on certain products. But if you could find it in the tour pack itself is made out of the same material, what are you losing? The only problem that I've heard when I researched the tour packs on Amazon was the latches were no good. So I fixed that problem. I bought the tour pack and I upgraded with the Hogworks saddlebag and tour pack, the latches. So fixes that problem. Tour pack is phenomenal. I don't have no cracks, no flexing. It You wouldn't think that it was off of Amazon. Let's see. We got the CNC motorcycle seat banana back pad for the tour pack. I didn't want the big tour pack seat that looks all puffy and everything. And I came across CNC, and they also they'll ship you a custom seat done, already wrapped in the leather that you want and everything like that. But I just asked them if they could send me the the blank, no cover or nothing. And he said, yeah, I can do that. So they sent me out their banana seat, and it was already shaped and everything. It still had the bolts, the hardware to it. And I took it to my upholstery guy, which again, shout out to Premier Upholstery out in, I believe that's Butler, PA. It's on Route 8 in Butler. I've been dealing with this guy since 2012. He does great work on, got all my seats done and everything. He's the one who did this seat. So again, shout out to Ed Senior and Ed Junior out there at Premier Upholstery. They do fabulous work. And I kind of put him through the ringer with this seat because, again, if you watch the other video that I did on the bike build and the person I was dealing with, originally I was supposed to have a Arlen Ness tank. And the gentleman told me, oh, I could get you that tank, real cheap. I'll deal with somebody that has those tanks, and I'll get you the tank. Okay, no problem. I'll order the seat. So I ordered the seat that goes with the tank. Some time goes by. Excuse me, my cigar went out. Some time goes by, and I had the seat already in. And over to the upholstery guy. And I'm like, hey, what's going on with the tank? Oh, I forgot to tell you, he don't have them no more. So I'm like, okay, stuck. So I go online, seeing if I can find this Arlen Ness tank. Well, unbeknownst to me, they actually discontinued making the tank. Arlen Ness didn't have it no more. And originally, I think the tank was like $800-900 for the tank. Anywhere I seen for the tank, that the few places that did have it, they wanted like $1,200-1,300. I was like, I'm not paying that. So I ended up going with the Paul Yaffe, which was a little bit more affordable. And look, I'm pleased with it. I'm not disappointed at all. But the dilemma was, now I had a seat that was for the Arlen Ness tank, but now I got a Paul Yaffe tank. So I went to Ed and, told him the problem I had. He said, don't worry about it. We'll make it work. And he worked his magic. He shaped the seat, and he got it to fit right, like if it was, I bought it for the tank. So big shout out there for Premier Upholstery. So for the tour pack on the inside, those of you that have tour packs, you got that little thin nylon strap that's retractable and comes, and those tend to wear and break, and you don't want your tour pack flopping over. So I got the E-Glide Goodies Ultra Brace. It bolts right into the inside, and when you open up your tour pack, it locks into place, and your tour pack won't close. That was a good upgrade that I came across. Custom Dynamics LED run brake turn signals. Went to the since I changed the tri-bar, I got a Custom Dynamics tri-bar to run brake tri-bar, excuse me. I was unaware that the module for it was in the original tri-bar. So when I bought the Custom Dynamics tri-bar, I had to buy another Custom Dynamics module so that the run turn brake features and the flashing strobe and everything would work. So now I got the flashing strobe with that module, and you can set it to if you want it to strobe or not, and there's different strobe settings and everything. It's pretty slick. Custom Dynamics makes great parts. The Custom Dynamics load equalizer, and then the saddlebags I have are the Arlen Ness down and out angled saddlebags. So instead of like a lot of your stretch saddlebags that come straight down that kind of hinder your clearance when you're making turns, these ones angle in more, and they give you like a 2-inch clearance, which which is good if you get into them sharp turns, you're not scraping up your saddlebags. And then I also added the Arlen Ness down and out uh, fender extension. That's where we go. So it matches down with the rear end of the saddlebags. They angle out perfectly and everything. The problem I ran into then with the stretch saddlebags extending so far, my original mufflers, which was the Reinhardts, they weren't long enough. So I bought the Bad Dad long stroke mufflers. And the nice thing about those is that they got a slash cut that kind of blends right with the tail end of the saddlebags. But yet and still, they weren't long enough. They were almost long enough, but not quite. So I did have to buy the Arlen Ness exhaust extension kit. So it's just a little intermediate pipe you add to it. And I had it cut. I went to a mechanic and I had him cut the piece a little shorter. That way I can get the pipes to go exactly where I wanted them. So after all of that, it worked out fine. But that's about it for the for Phoenix there, the 2013 Road Glide. Check out. We'll have a rebuild video. Well, in this video, I'm sorry, not in this video, there will be pictures of the bike as it was being rebuilt, what it looked like before, or shall I say the before after. So when I bought the bike in 13, it was all black. I had it painted candy brandy wine, got into the accident, had to do the rebuild. Now we're with the candy brandy wine with the graphics as you see it now. So comment on this video, any questions, hit me up. I'd like to hear from you guys. And remember, smoke them if you got them.